First question, a system with an input x of t and output y of t is described by the relation y of t is equal to t into x of t. This system is so any system said to be linear if it is satisfy two conditions. One is superposition, it satisfies superposition theorem, and next one is homogeneity. So here this is the input is added, the output also we will get like that, x1 plus x2, the output also y1 plus y2. This is superposition. Homogeneity, if you are multiply this input with any scale value, the output also multiplied with that scale value. So if the system is satisfying these two conditions, the system said to be linear. Find the system is linear or not. Here they given the relationship between input and output, that is y of t is equal to t into x of t. So if you multiply this y of t output with the parameter this a, so this become a into t into x of t. Okay, so consider this one is 1, this one is y1 of t. Similarly, if a into y2 of t is equal to a into t into x2 of t, and if you are adding this two, we will get a y1 of t plus y2 of t, that is equal to a into t into x1 of t plus x2 of t. So t into x2 of t. So now we will get same, that is here the linearity function is proved. The output is, so system is linear, and for delayed so time invariant or time varying system, we delay the output for time period t naught, y of t minus t naught, we will get here t minus t naught into x of t minus t naught. So the system is time varying system. So we get different answer if you are delay the input. So this is time varying function. Similarly, simply you can write this is a time varying function because the input is multiplied with the time function. So the system is time varying system. So here the answer is the system is linear and time varying. So here the answer is B. B is the answer. Second question, for linear time invariant system that are bounded input bounded stable, which one of the following statement is true? And for linear time invariant system that are bounded input bounded stable, which one of the following statement is true? The unit step response will be bounded. So the here this is the bounded input bounded output system, so the unit step response will be bounded. So the answer here is D. Third question, the impulse response of an initially relaxed linear system is e power minus 2t into u of t. To produce a response of t into e power minus 2t u of t, the input must be equal to, and here h of t, that is equal to e power minus 2t into u of t. So they are given this impulse response, and y of t, that is equal to response, that is equal to t into e power minus 2t into u of t. So we have to find input signal x of t. So for that we know the relationship, that is h of s is equal to transfer function x of s, and here y of s, that is equal to, so h of s, that is equal to this Laplace transform of this function. We will get h of s, that is equal to 1 by s plus 2. Similarly, y of s, Laplace transform of this function, we will get 1 by s plus 2 the whole square, because this is multiplied with t, so we will get y of s is equal to 1 by s plus 2 the whole square. Now we have to find x of s, that is equal to y of s divided by h of s. So we will get 1 by s plus 2 the whole square into s plus 2. So 1 s plus 2 and 1 s plus 2 get cancelled. So the answer is s of x, that is equal to 1 by s plus 2. From that we can find x of t. So inverse Laplace transform, that is equal to e power minus 2t into u of t. Okay. So this is the input signal of this system. X of t is equal to e power minus 2t into u of t. So here the answer is C, e power minus 2t into u of t. Fourth question, the impulse response of a continuous time system is given by h of t is equal to del of t minus 1 plus del of t minus 3. The value of the step response at t is equal to 2 is. So for considering the function, this is h of t impulse function. So input step response u of t, and we will get output y of t. And here h of t is equal to del of t minus 1, that is h of t is equal to del of t minus 1 plus del of t minus 3. So we will get y of t as u of t minus 1 plus u of t minus 3. So now we have to find u of t at t is equal to 2. So y of 2. So y of 2, it become u of 2 minus 1, that is u of 1 plus u of 2 minus 3. So we will get minus 1. So here the answer is 1. So y of 2, the answer here is 1. So the answer is B. Fifth question, the Dirac delta function is defined as. So the delta function has the value 1 at t is equal to 0, and the integral of del of t into dt is equal to 1. So the del of t is equal to 1 when t is equal to 0 and 0 otherwise, and the integral of del of t over the interval minus infinity to infinity, that is equal to 1. So here the answer is C. Sixth question, the input and output of the continuous time system are respectively denoted by x of t and y of t. Which of the following description correspond to a causal system? In a causal system, the output is dependent on past and present value only. It does not depend on the future value. So considering that this one is output is dependent on future value, and this also future value is here. Here also future value is here. So the answer here is B. The output is dependent on past value only. So here the answer is B. Seventh question, convolution of x of t plus 5 with impulse function del of t minus 7 is equal to, and we know if consider this x of t convolution with this h of t, we will get g of t. So now we delay this x of t with tau 1 and also this h of t tau 2. So now we will get this g of t minus tau 1 minus tau 2. Okay, so in this question we will have this x of t plus 5 and convolution with h of t minus 7, that is del of t minus 7. So the answer is g of t minus 5. Here this is plus 5, so plus 5 minus 7. So we will get g of t minus 2. Okay, so here g, that is here they are mentioning as x. So the answer equal to x of t minus 2. So here the answer is C, x of t minus 2. Eighth question, the impulse response h of n of the linear invariant system is given by h of n is equal to u of n plus 3 u plus u of n minus 2 minus 2 into u of n minus 7, where u of n is the unit step sequence the above system is. And by seeing this equation itself, the h of n is depend on future value, so the system is non-causal. So this is not causal system, so maybe this A and D or the correct answers. Any one of the answer from A and D is correct. So considering this h of n, for stable system we have to find this n of minus infinity to infinity h of t less than infinity. So here this is u of n plus 3, so the limit is minus 3 to infinity, and here the limit is 2 to infinity, and here this is 7 to infinity. Okay, so this term, minus term, this u of minus 7, adding this, so adding this 2 and this subtracting this 2, we will get the limited value, that is this here, this is equal to summation of n is equal to minus 3 to 6, because after 7 we will cancel all the value due to the third term. This is a subtraction term, so this become u of n plus 3, and this also n is equal to 2 to 6, u of n minus 2. So remaining terms cancelled due to this third term, so this the value is bounded, this value provide bounded output. So this is a bounded input and bounded output system, so the system is stable. So here the answer is A. The system is stable but not causal, so here the answer is A. Two systems with impulse response h1 of t and h2 of t are connected in cascade, then the overall impulse response of the cascaded system is given by. So the system cascaded with two impulse response, this is h1 of t and this is h2 of t, can replaced with convolution of this two impulse response. So cascaded mean it is replaced with convolution of that two h1 of t and h2 of t. So here the answer is C. 10th question, a system is defined by its impulse response h of n is equal to 2 power n in u of n minus 2. h of n is equal to 2 power n into u of n minus 2. The system is and this h of n is equal to 2 power n into u of n minus 2. So the h of n value does not depend on future value, so this is a causal system. But for considering stable, that is n is equal to minus infinity to infinity, h of n must less than infinity. But here this is multiplied with this unit sequence, so we will get summation of n is equal to 2, here minus 2, so the limit is 2 to infinity 2 power n, so this is equal to infinity. So the value is not bounded here, so the answer, the system is unstable, but this is a causal system but not stable, so here the answer is C. This is a causal system but not stable system. C is the answer.